Wanted to come live from my little slice of paradise here in Florida. I'm on an airport behind me, and I just wanted to kind of tell you a little bit about my story of how I got here and what I went through, because I feel like it was interesting and maybe it could help someone out there, because I was living in my home in New Jersey, and I knew I had to leave the house. I had known for a while because there was just a couple different factors, but the one primarily was how expensive the house was. And I knew I needed to downsize, and so I was like, okay. And I had thought that I was going to downsize and live around there. So I thought, okay, well, I had it in my mind that Kings Grant, around there, the Marlton area, and but I was really trying to figure out from the Lord and God, okay, what do you want me to do? And I got to a point where I was hitting dead ends, and it's interesting because the one I really thought it just seemed like it was a sign from God, um and just the person that was renting out the house, it was their mom's house, and it just seemed like we went through, and it just seemed perfect, and I couldn't really understand why this wasn't working out, and anyway, now looking back, I know I didn't work out because God had something better, and I couldn't see it at the time. So, and so, well, and so, so I went on this process, and I really was starting to have thoughts oh my goodness, people are probably thinking I'm crazy, because I was stressed about it, and I was trying not to be, but I was, and I don't know, I don't know, actually, I don't know how stressed I was at times. It was more I'm really I was really searching for the answer, and I'd wake up one morning and I would spend my time with the Lord, and I would just really feel one way, all right, I think we're supposed to stay in this area, and then the next day I'd be I'd feel like God was saying, no, go, I want you to go somewhere else, and then it would flip-flop every day, and I even was telling my brother, and my brother was oh, what did God say today, or what did you think today, he knew every day it could be different. And so and I think I got to a point where I was oh, okay, if A or B is doesn't seem to be working out, maybe there's a C, and then I started just thinking about okay, I had some ideas of where I was gonna move to, where I could move to, Eco Village in Mississippi that I have friends at, and I'm a part of an online group, but I could live there and it'd be really cheap and reasonable. But I have still living with me a 20, she just turned 20, and then one that just turned 16. So because of them, I was I don't know if they'd like that, and so I didn't have peace about that. And then so I would flip-flop from, okay, staying here, staying in New Jersey, or going and living somewhere else. And even Florida, where my sister is, where I am now, but that was an option, but I didn't have peace that that's where I wanted to go. I would just like, I mean, I would think of it for a day and think maybe God wants me there. But it wasn't really till I came to that choice C. I was like, okay, A, staying, or B, leaving and moving somewhere permanently was not working. And it wasn't until I came to that choice C where it was like, I just had this thought like, okay, well, maybe God doesn't want me to know where I'm supposed to be permanently. Maybe he wants me to travel. Like, and I've thought a long time ago, like I thought like traveling, was in my future. But it's interesting because I didn't realize it then. But as I look back, yeah. And so that's when I decided, okay, I was like, well, maybe it doesn't matter where I live. That's basically what I came down to it. Like, all right, I want to travel and I want to see things and I want to go places because that's just been my dream of mine. And so it doesn't really matter where I live. And because I also had this thought that came to started coming across my mind, and it was like, it's your season to fly. And I was like, okay, I can do that. Like, that's cool. And so I looked into it, my season to fly, and I knew I had wanted to go to Las Vegas for my Arbonne convention. So I was like, well, I didn't know if I'd be able to do it, but like I wanted to, and because it's in the midst of all this knowing I'm gonna move and like, how would it work out? Like, I know I have to be out of the house before a certain date, and the Arbonne conference was very soon after that date. So, and I had no idea where I was gonna live. So, what I ended up doing, and I had peace about, was like I found an extended stay hotel that I moved into near where I lived in New Jersey, and we lived there for 2 weeks. I was able to transition from my house to that house, and I would totally recommend it for anyone who is moving. And you know how much work moving is, especially if you're gonna do it on your own. You don't have like you don't hire a mover. Like, I didn't hire a mover, so like it was all on me and my kids and family that I could get to help. And so it was just the perfect transition of like still being able to do some repairs in the house and get my stuff out and get it into a storage unit, and like it went so great. My stuff is in a storage unit in New Jersey, so we only brought like clothes and important things to where we are now. So I was able to go to the Las Vegas trip because I actually stayed at the hotel for 2 weeks. And then it was a good time for me to calm down and regulate myself and get that peace and just like live simple. Like, we were in a nice place. It was a very nice extended stay. We had breakfast every morning. It had a studio, so we did have a refrigerator, a stovetop, and that sort of thing. So we did cook some of our own meals, and it was just a simple 2 weeks really of just like settling. And then I did, so then we decided, all right, it was time to go to my brother's, because he said I could stay there for a while, and I was like, okay, that'll give me some time to save a little money, and you know, and also I was able to leave the girls there with my brother and my mom, and I was able to go to my Las Vegas trip. Sorry, airplane. So I was able to go to my Las Vegas trip. I got a since I thought I had that thought, and I believe it was from God, like that it's my time to fly. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a Go Wild subscription, which I found for super cheap, free. The first month was free, so I was like, oh, I can just like delete this in a month if I want to. But you know what? I'm not going to, because it's still my season to fly. So I was able to go to Las Vegas. It was like really a beautiful time in where I just found like the strength that I have, because I'm the type of person, I haven't flown much in my life, and when I have flown, I used to have terrible flying anxiety, and I would want to like have someone, you know, someone right with me who I know, like, and I'm not do it by myself. But this one, I was like, I'm going alone. Like, I'm doing this. I'm flying from New York to Las Vegas by myself, and I did it. And so it's amazing the changes that I've seen in myself. Like, I'm just so thankful. And okay, so then I got done the Las Vegas trip. I could tell more stories, but maybe another time. But let's just go back to how did I get here? So then I got back to my brother's, and my sister had, you know, because my sister's in Florida, and she's been rooting for me to come here, and so is especially her daughter, who's my niece, who's also going to turn 16 soon, who's besties with my youngest daughter, and she really wanted us to move to Florida and so that the girls could go to school together. So they started looking for apartments and one Airbnb that was in the school district that my daughter wanted to attend, because her daughter is there. It's not the district that they live in, because if it were, we could have lived with my sister for some time. I mean, if that's what we're supposed to do. But the goal was really, you know, once I decided, like, it doesn't matter where I live, it's my season to fly, it's my season to go travel. Like, I actually wanted my daughter to homeschool and just be like, let's just travel homeschool, you know, and let's just learn from traveling. And you know, and I had presented that to her, and she really wanted to. She's like, I really want to go to school with my cousin. I want to try to go to the high school there. Like, I want the high school experience of graduating and everything. And it wasn't working out in New Jersey, so she didn't like the school she was in. And so I decided, all right. So my sister, okay, I know it. She found, you know, the apartments and then the Airbnb. And then when she said the Airbnb, like, I don't know, I was just like, all right, that's good. There's very little commitment. Like, we're paying per month, and everything is supplied, which is interesting, because that was a desire of my house. A desire of my heart, like, was, you know, I've been a single mom for a while, and like my desire was like is like someone to take care of me. You know, like I don't know, like I mean, you know what I mean, or just like that help. I don't know, it was something in me, like it was like, you know what, like that, like staying at the hotel felt so good. You know, because like there was some like that container feeling where like you felt like someone was taking care of you. And I think, you know, that for women we can feel that, you know, like we want that container. And when you're, you know, when you're younger, you get that from your parents, and when you're older, I don't know, it's just what I thought of. And you know, everyone can live differently, and you know, what works for you. And anyway, so that Airbnb thought was like, okay, this could work. And it was just so refreshing because I got here, like there's furniture, it's all decorated so nicely. It's my bed is so comfortable, like sheets, linen, like everything's provided, towels, like even like so much, there's a coffee pot with a Keurig attached to it too, like, and like there's so many Keurig little cups in there, so I'm like, I don't even have to buy coffee for like a while, like this is crazy. And you know, blankets and you name it, it's all there, silverware, and it's just all there. We didn't have to go buy anything. And so, yeah, so it's one simple fee, even Wi-Fi. I mean, it's not the best Wi-Fi, but hey, you know what? We got Wi-Fi, and I can deal with that. And another plane. Oh, it's landing. Oh, it's taking off. And anyway, so I'm just super excited. I'm here, and it's just really neat to see how like everything unfolds, you know? And maybe you're in a season where you're not sure how everything unfolds, but I just thought I'd share this so you can know that it's good. Oh, I know it. Okay, there's like miracles in this. So, I said it was my season to fly, right? So, I like, who would have thought the Airbnb would be on an airport? And then the owner of the place I'm living in is so it's like upstairs is his residence, and he is a pilot, and he has a plane here in the back, and that's why he lives on the airstrip. And he also teaches flight training. He has a 503c nonprofit where he helps economically challenged children to be able to fly and have a future where flight and becoming a pilot can be in their future, which ordinarily sometimes, you know, it's just can be so expensive to pursue piloting. So that's really cool. And I remember, and one of the things when my sister went and met him, he was like, "Oh yeah, if they come here, I'll take your kids up in an airplane," you know. So it's like, wow, like so I'm just so thankful for like how God puts the pieces together, and there is so much power in your words, because like God well, God's inside of me, so I believe that he's like intertwined and mixed with me. So when I say I'm gonna fly, it's my season to fly, like that's powerful. And this just shows you how God behind the scenes, because I didn't tell my sister this is my season to fly. At least I don't like no, she wasn't looking for no, she like, okay. It wasn't like she was like, let me search for an Airbnb where the owner's a pilot and it's on an airport. No. She just happened to see, I think on a Facebook post about an Airbnb available for the amount that I was looking for.